Welcome back to my channel, The Coins World. Today we are diving into the fascinating history of one of the smallest, yet historically rich coins in Philippine currency, the 10 centimo coin from 1970. Don't underestimate its size, because behind this little coin lies a story of heritage, culture, politics, and national identity. The 1970s marked a significant decade for the Philippines. Under President Ferdinand Marcos, the country was undergoing massive political and economic changes. Coins minted during this era reflect not just monetary value but also the national narrative that was being carefully shaped. The 10 centimo 1970 is a perfect example of this. The coin itself belongs to the Filipino series, which was introduced in 1967. This series replaced the English series that had been circulating since the 1950s. The switch from English inscriptions to the Filipino language symbolized a growing sense of national pride and independence. On the obverse of the 1970 10 centimo, we see the figure of Apolinario Mabini, one of the most revered heroes of the Philippines, known as the brains of the revolution. Mabini's inclusion on the coin highlighted his role in shaping the country's fight for independence. His image was chosen to inspire patriotism and remind Filipinos of their revolutionary roots. The reverse of the coin featured the official seal of the Republic of the Philippines. This seal embodied sovereignty, unity, and governance, important themes in the years leading up to the declaration of martial law in 1972. The coin, therefore, was not just money, but also a subtle message of national identity. The material of the 10 centimo 1970 coin was brass, giving it a golden color that set it apart from other small denominations. It was small, lightweight, and practical for daily use, especially during a time when public transportation, street vendors, and small-scale trade flourished. Its diameter was around 17 millimeters, making it one of the smallest coins in circulation at the time. Many Filipinos remember carrying several of these coins in their pockets to buy candies, newspapers, or even a ride in a jeepney. But beyond its everyday utility, the coin had symbolic significance. By honoring Mabini, the government reinforced the idea that heroes of the past should guide the decisions of the present and the future. Collectors today value the 10 centimo 1970, not just for its monetary worth but for the historical context it represents. It tells the story of a nation, asserting its cultural identity through language and design. The 1970s also saw economic challenges, with inflation and rising costs. Coins like the 10 centimo gradually lost much of their purchasing power, yet they remained an essential part of the economy, because small change kept the circulation system alive. Over the years, these coins were used so frequently that many are now found in heavily worn conditions. Finding a 1970 10 centimo in uncirculated or mint. Another fascinating aspect is how the Filipino series reflected language policy changes. During this period, there was a strong push to promote Filipino as the national language. Coins became one of the most effective tools to spread this message, because they were in everyone's hands. The 10 centimo 1970 is also remembered for its durability. Despite its brass composition, many of these coins still survive today, often with a unique patina that reflects decades of circulation. For numismatists, studying this coin provides a window into the Philippine minting practices of the time. It shows the transition from colonial influences to a distinctly Filipino identity. In terms of rarity, while millions were minted, the value today depends on condition. Circulated coins may fetch only a few pesos, but uncirculated ones are far more desirable. Some collectors even pay premium prices if the coin has unique minting errors. Error coins such as misstrikes, off-center strikes, or double dies are particularly valuable. They serve as reminders that even in mass production, small mistakes can turn ordinary coins into collectibles. The coin also plays a role in family history. Many Filipinos who grew up in the 1970s and 1980s have nostalgic memories of using the 10 centimo. Holding one today often brings back those memories of simpler times. In auctions and online platforms, 1970 10 centimo coins sometimes appear, usually in sets with other denominations from the same year. Collectors love complete sets because they represent a full snapshot of the era. Interestingly, this coin has also been used in educational displays in museums across the Philippines. It serves as a tangible link to the country's heritage and currency evolution. From a design standpoint, the coin is simple but effective. Mabini's profile is rendered with clarity, and the national seal adds an official touch. The use of brass gave the coin a distinct look compared to silver-colored denominations. The 10 centimo 1970 is also a reminder of how small coins once had significant value. Back then, 10 centimo could buy small essentials. Today, it serves as a memory of purchasing power lost to inflation. Coin enthusiasts often describe this denomination as humble yet historic. It may not carry the same prestige as higher denominations, but it is equally important in completing the story of Philippine coinage. Some Filipinos have kept these coins as lucky charms or keepsakes, believing they carry the energy of a bygone era. For families, passing down these coins is like passing down a piece of history. As time passes, the 197010 centimo is becoming harder to find in good condition. This scarcity fuels collector interest, especially among those building historical sets of Philippine coins. It's worth noting that the transition from the English series to the Filipino series was a landmark event. The 10 centimo 1970, therefore, is not just a coin. 5 centimo coin is part of a long-running coinage series known as the BSP series, which reflected both traditional Filipino heritage and modern economic reforms. While small in denomination, this coin played a critical role in the daily lives of millions of Filipinos in the early 21st century. The Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, BSP, introduced the BSP coin series in 1995 to replace the Flora and Fauna series of the 1980s. The 25 centimo coin of 2002 belongs to this BSP series and continued the trend of honoring Filipino national heroes on currency, this time highlighting the contributions of Juan Luna, a national icon of art and patriotism. Features a left-facing bust of Juan Luna, the famous painter, patriot, and political activist. His name, Juan Luna, is inscribed along the left side. The legend Republica ng Pilipinas arcs along the upper periphery. The year 2002 is placed at the bottom center. Juan Luna is best remembered for his painting Spoliarium, which became a symbol of the Filipino struggle against colonial oppression and pride in national identity. The reverse displays the denomination, 25 centimo, in large font. Below that is the official seal of the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas BSP. The BSP logo used was the 1993 version, which was modernized to reflect a progressive and autonomous central bank. This design highlights the BSP's commitment to monetary stability and financial integrity. Following the Central Bank Act of 1993 that restructured the country's financial governance, 2002, the 25 centimo coin was still widely used in everyday transactions. Prices in markets and jeepney fares often included centavo amounts. Coins of this denomination ensured accuracy in change and contributed to price stability. Its size, weight, and gold-like color also made it easily distinguishable from other coins, aiding the visually impaired and elderly in identifying money. The Philippine economy in 2002 was recovering from the Asian financial crisis of the late 1990s. The government focused on controlling inflation, strengthening the peso, and modernizing its currency system. The 25 centimo remained essential for maintaining precision in pricing and for public confidence in the reliability of coinage. Choosing Juan Luna for the 25 centimo denomination was symbolic. It linked the economic life of the people with national heritage and cultural pride. As a revolutionary artist, Luna inspired patriotism, making this coin not just currency, but a reminder of Filipino resilience and identity. The 2005 centimo coin was mass-produced and saw heavy circulation, especially in played a vital role in exact change, especially when combined with 10 and 5 centimo coins. However, uncirculated or mint-state versions are of interest too. Collectors completing a BSP series set. Coins with errors like off-center strikes, double dies, or wrong blankets can have premium value in the numismatic market. The late 2000s, the practical 1 piso coin of 1990 belongs to the Flora and Fauna series, which was officially introduced in 1983 by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas, BSP. This series marked a significant shift in Philippine coinage design, moving away from the old Filipino series of the 1970s and early 1980s and ushering in a new look that combined Philippine national heroes with elements of the country's rich natural heritage. The obverse of the 1990 1 piso features the portrait of Jose Rizal, the country's national hero whose writings and martyrdom played a crucial role in sparking the Philippine Revolution against Spain. Rizal had been a central figure in Philippine coinage since the first Republic-era coins, but in the Flora and Fauna series, his portrait was modernized, showing a refined engraving that symbolized the updated style of the late 20th century. Around Rizal's portrait is the inscription, Republica ng Pilipinas, along with the year of minting, 1990. This placement emphasizes national identity and pride while keeping the focus on Rizal's enduring legacy. On the reverse side of the coin, the Philippine Tamaraw Bubulus mindorensis is depicted. The tamaraw is a critically endangered dwarf buffalo species endemic to Mindoro Island. The decision to feature this animal was deeply symbolic. At the time, the Philippines was highlighting its biodiversity and raising awareness about conservation, and the tamaraw stood as a powerful representation of the country's unique and threatened wildlife. Along with the animal, the reverse carries the denomination 1 piso in bold lettering, making the coin easily recognizable. The coin was struck in copper nickel, a durable alloy widely used in circulation. Coins of that era, with a diameter of 28 millimeters and a weight of around 8.7 grams. The 1990 issue was quite large compared to the smaller coins of today. Its size and metallic composition gave it a solid, substantial feel in the hand, a characteristic many Filipinos still recall nostalgically. Economically, the 1990 piso had significant purchasing power compared to the present day. In 1991, piso could buy items like jeepney fares, small snacks, or basic household goods. It was a coin heavily used in everyday life, circulating widely in markets, schools, and public transportation. Historically, 1990 was also a notable year for the Philippines. The country was under the presidency of Corazon C. Aquino, who had come into power after the 1986 People Power Revolution. The economy was in recovery, and inflation was a concern. But coins like the 1 piso remained vital in daily transactions. The BSP was in the process of modernizing its currency system, and coins, like the 1990 piso, reflected both national pride and practical use. Collectors today see the 19901 piso as a nostalgic piece of Philippine history. While it is not extremely rare in circulated condition, uncirculated, or mint condition, examples are valued higher among numismatists. Proof sets and special issues of the Flora. The 20510 piso coin belongs to the BSP New Design series, which was launched in 2000 as a replacement for earlier denominations. The introduction of the 10 piso coin marked a major shift in Philippine currency because it replaced the 10 peso banknote that had been in circulation for decades. The goal was to extend the life of the denomination, since coins last much longer than paper money. The late 1990s, inflation in the Philippines had reduced the value of money. The 10 peso note, which had been commonly used for jeepney fares, school allowances, and groceries, was wearing out quickly. On average, paper bills lasted less than a year before being too worn for use. Coins, however, can last decades. Thus, the BSP decided to issue the 10 piso as a bimetallic coin, making it more durable, secure, and practical. 2005 10 piso coin was bimetallic, meaning it was made from two different metals. Andres Bonifacio, the father of the Katipunan, was a revolutionary leader who sparked the 1896 Philippine Revolution against Spanish colonial rule. By pairing Mabini and Bonifacio, the coin honored two contrasting but equally important figures, the strategist and the fighter. 10 piso coin was the first Philippine coin to adopt a bimetallic design, which made it harder to counterfeit. Its unique golden ring and silver center stood out from all other denominations. This design was similar to other countries' high-value coins, like the €2 or the British £2, which also used bimetallic technology. The coin replaced the 10 peso note, which featured Mabini alone. Some Filipinos initially resisted the change, preferring paper money because it was lighter and easier to store. 2005 10 piso coin was widely circulated. Collectors value certain conditions and varieties. Coins with errors, misaligned strikes, double dies, missing details can fetch higher prices. Complete year sets of the bimetallic 10 piso series are popular among Philippine numismatists. 20510 piso coin represents everyday life in the mid-2000s. It was the go-to coin for transportation, vending machines, and daily allowance money for students. Its distinct look and heavy feel made it stand out among other coins. 20510 piso coin remained in circulation until the BSP introduced the new generation currency coin series in 2018. The newer 10 piso coin is smaller, single-colored, and features Apolinario Mabini only, not Bonifacio. 2005 bimetallic version remains a favorite among collectors because of its unique design and symbolic pairing of two revolutionary heroes. 2005 10 Piso coin stands as a marker of Philippine history in several ways. It commemorates two national heroes central to independence. It represents a modernization of Philippine currency with advanced anti-counterfeiting measures. It reflects the economic realities of the early 2000s, when inflation demanded durable coins for daily use. The Philippine 10 Piso coin of 2005 is more than just money. It is a cultural artifact that